Hey everyone, welcome to the J Bren 30. This is Brenna, and
And
I'm here with.
Jamesel.
It's a half hour of banter and bluster. Welcome to season 2,
Season
episode 1,
two.
baby.
Yes, we do season 2, episode 1. We have the Christmas special. So even Brenna was like, let's put the tree in. So I literally just grabbed one hand and slid the tree over. Christmas is over, ornaments falling off. I don't give a shit.
It's the holiday spirit,
It's the
baby.
holiday season. It's the holiday season. Grab a tree, slide shit over, do an episode because no people missed you. I know people missed us. They try like they don't care. Everyone's talking. Why? Oh, they just stopped doing the show. Oh, they ain't getting enough viewers, and people are probably all people are probably happy too. It's like good.
Trouble in paradise.
It's over. The marriage is over already.
we lasted 6 months, I guess.
Now they're so unhappy they couldn't even do the show together. We're still here, people. Actually, we're gonna talking about Christmas with Christmas ideas because we know on our show we do 2 bits, right? And in the first bit, we're gonna talk about something that we did not expect to happen. Oh, it was a miracle among miracles.
Christmas miracle.
The kids did not complain about any gifts. I could not believe it. I was shocked, stunned, disbelief. I'm still waiting to get like a letter later. Like they couldn't do it to our face, so they could leave like letters saying that they really disapproved of gifts and stuff like that. But no, I think we did a solid. We sat there, and it was like we were doing the stocking, which my stocking was kind of just a little light,
Okay,
baby.
first of all, this year's been chaotic, and literally Christmas was like, oh shit, it's tomorrow. Like normally, like the first week of December, all my Christmas shopping is done. Yeah, no, I did. I spent like maybe 30 minutes of Christmas shopping all year long. Thankful for Jamesel, he did it all.
I did it all last year. At least we went to more stores and we discussed it more. It was literally like whatever I just got, she Leather.
I know.
She didn't care. She was just like, all right, yeah, that's nice. No, it was interesting. It was fast. We had a real busy last 2-3 months. Uh, fighting over, having colds, and it was a different kind of holiday season, and it's just Christmas just crept up. It was like, oh, Christmas, we had plenty of time, and then it was like, bam, right? And it was like it was a lot of last second gifts and stuff, but as far as the kids go, we went with it, and it's funny, like getting gifts for each other. It's like we're already been together long enough where it's like, all right, what am I gonna get her? You just have to listen to her, and then you get the gift that she had, asked for and stuff. Oh, I didn't know you didn't hear me say it. I said, of course I heard you say it because I got nothing else to get you. I had to go figure out what it was, but we both got each other earbuds. We're complaining about not having earbuds
Because
to
our
to work.
children love to steal them. So our wireless earbuds are for us and
Yeah,
us only.
that's right. She got me.
And that way I can just tune them out whenever I don't feel like
That's
hearing
what I
his
said.
mouth.
I said we're already a part of we're already part of marriage where we have to tune each other out. We're gonna be on opposite couches. You know how the marriage goes from
No,
being
it's
side
funny
by
though.
side to opposite couch.
Because my work is so chill where I literally like sit with an earpiece in my, so that's why I wanted them, so I can sit there listening to audiobooks, Netflix, whatever. And so now that I have them at work, I'll be like, talking to customers. They're like, "Are you listening to me?" Huh? No. What'd you
Oh, you
say?
getting bad at that already?
No, I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I'm not, I mean, I'm just as bad, but I have the headset at work. But everyone have say headsets at work, so they'd be like, Jay, what? So I understand where it goes, but with customers, ooh, it's
No,
like
no, the only time it
you
happened,
just tattled yourself.
the only time it happened was because morning crew didn't finish their job. And so I had to put drinks in the back. And so I was listening to music and I was putting the drinks away. And then I guess somebody was up front yelling for somebody. And then, yeah.
Don't drop too far back, babe. I don't know if the mic's gonna get you.
Okay, sorry.
That's what happens. You start dropping back and then
Yeah,
going forward, and then your voice drags out. Yeah, no, okay. But to to the point of the kids, it was like, oh no, to the bags first. Yeah, so the kids get these big bags of crap. They get the big stockings, and even what was in the bag, I thought they were like, oh, another thing of cereal, but everybody's cool. No one just I was like, all right.
chips, Kit Kats.
Man, I was like, I think I got like some lint. What I got? I got lint. I got dust. I got chalk. And I think I got like moldy. I got mold. Did you see the mold? The mold was cool. Nah, I was still happy with it. I got a weird ass Mario, Super Mario clock, alarm clock, which was cool.
That was
What the
from
strange was.
Venetia, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. As soon as I heard the ding, I was like, what the hell
Well,
is
even
this?
she was like, when you're like, what is this? Even V was looking at me like, what is it? And I was like, you're the one that picked it out. She's like, oh, okay. And I was like, hmm.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
So as the kids were opening the gifts and stuff, and it's like you always have to wait for the big one, the big gift
You
blast,
gotta wait for
you
that
gotta wait for the big gift, and so they got to the big gifts, and I was like, okay, I was like, well, everything was good up until that point. Where's the complaints gonna come? Because we were talking the two gifts that we got, it's things they already have, but it's the way that they have it. So what we got, Macy was a new TV. Tell me how Macy's TV looked right now.
one. Colored on, beat up. And then we have the second Roku connected. She's always losing controllers. So now it's just a Roku TV that's bigger. And she has all access to it all now.
Yeah, that TV
And
and
then
then
she's like, because she's like, I think this is a Barbie dream house because I asked for that. And I was like, no, I think it's going to be better than her Barbie dream house. She's already had a Barbie dream house. She played with it like 5 times. Like, I'm done getting crap the kids aren't going to use. So we're like, a new TV. Use that every single day. And then she's like, opened it and she's like, oh my God, I
I
got a
know.
new TV. And was just like, she just lit up. And I was like, okay, cool.
It's like
Rather, like, we were like, oh, well, why'd you get me a TV? I already have a TV, was the reaction we were expecting.
but I think even more shocking was Vanessa's because she plays a clarinet in band, and then she has her rental clarinet, and she told me when I was asking her about it, and I was like, it's like I don't know how much are they use the cost. She's like, well, don't give me a cheap one, don't get cheap ones from Amazon because da 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 da. Like I'm like, okay, whatever, right? So I went researched and then saw this beautiful white clarinet. Like no one at the school or whatever has that clarinet color or anything, right? So I got it. So I was sitting there like waiting, and then she was karate chopping the box almost and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like
And then
like
she
ripping off the
had
wrapping paper
clarinet written on the box.
box.
And she's like, did you guys really get me a clarinet? And we're like, yeah, open it.
And so then she looked at it, and then she was like, "Oh, it's pretty. It's different than the rest of the class." I was like, "Oh, here it goes." I don't know if I want to use it because it's going to be different than what I have in the class. But no, she put it together and she said one sentence. And she said, "Man, this sounds so much better than the one I have." I was like, yeah, because it's yours. It's much better than a rental that's been through who knows how many kids is around
Yeah,
for
because
so
at
long.
first she's like putting it together and it's
We're,
all squeaky because it's brand new. And so she's like, this is weird. And we're like, yeah, because it's brand new. Like you're
not
putting
use
it
it
together
for
the
the
first
first time.
time.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So she enjoyed it. She started playing and everything like that. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, and she's like, just sounds so nice.
Oh, I was happy. I mean, I was like, yay! We actually, we were dying, coughing to death and stuff, and trying to like do pictures, and had to convince her to go dress up to at least do the pictures. I'm like, look, I know we feel like crap, but we need to fake it. We need to fake it for the pictures. It's not all like they carried it and stuff, and that. Like last year, it was just like, right, let's just get through this picture right now. But yeah, nah, but it'll
I
turn out
know,
to be
he's
all
like,
good.
go change, put on Christmas pajamas. I was like, I don't feel like changing.
But she changed. The pictures look well. All right, guys, we'll be back for part two of the segment. Part two, we're going to talk about. We're going to try to keep it as neat as possible without naming. We can name our friends' names, but not name you know what type of party it was for. Just say it was for Brenna's work. And we'll start from there. That's gonna be a part two of the show. So see you in a minute.
Love y'all.
We're not gone, we're just coming back. She loves some of y'all. Then if you guys watch the second segment, she loves all of you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the J Brand 30. This is bit 2, where we're gonna talk about Christmas parties.
Well, we're not going to talk about Christmas parties. We're going to talk about one party in particular for this year. I do my office parties. It's mostly just us, and we'll do dirt stuff like track racing with the little Hot Wheels and stuff. It's cool, but you
Little
know.
kids.
But I went to an actual company uh, Christmas party due to my wife. And of course, it's a job that she just started working a few months ago, so it's not like she knew tons of people. But I would just, we're not going to go over it. We're not going to say the company's name and everything. But it's just like we were at we can say where we're at. It was at the M. Yeah, so it was at the M, right? We go in there, we go into the room. There's tons of people, right? And then she looked at me. It's like with the look like deer in headlights. I'm like, this is your company. It's like I don't know anybody here. Like, what you it's like you need to go find somebody I don't know anybody here. And she's only been there a couple months. She's like, I really don't know anybody either. Like I say, you better than me. I was like, I know, I'm the talker, I'm the icebreaker and stuff. But I'm like, this is your show.
And the theme of it was it was like cowboy Christmas.
So let me tell you, I was shocked how many people actually dressed up for the theme. I thought it was gonna be a lot of people's gonna be like what bring their I can understand the employees, but like their husbands and wives are coming. I mean, everybody was dressed up like cowboys. It was shocking. It didn't matter. Mexicans, black people, Chinese people, white, everybody. It wasn't, I was like, man, I never seen so many black people wearing cowboy gear like ever in my life. It was just like, but of course, me, I didn't do anything. I was like, nah, I'm going as myself. I'm not gonna dress up. I'm not going to be all cowboyed up and all that kind of crap. I ain't do it. No.
Uh-huh.
But it's funny though. We went to. I met you because it was like last minute. Now you guys may have an idea like me and Brenna do everything last minute. No, we talk about it and then we still do it last minute, but at least we have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But so we went over to what's the place called?
Boot barn.
Boot Barn. So I walked in Boot Barn, right? And I'm like, man, I got to be the only brother here, man. I walked in there, man. It was black people. It was Mexican. I was like, man, how many black cowboys are here, man? It's like,
Everyone's shopping for my Christmas party.
that's probably what it was, man. But I went in there and I got this dude, and I was like, he's like 20, 21 years old and stuff. Yeah, good looking like dude stuff, and young kid, man. And I was like, I don't know what I look for. Well, depends what kind of. He just with the accent and everything. He was like, depends on which kind of hat that you live, or what kind of Nah, they don't call it a hat. You get assassinated for calling it a hat. What is it called? A 10-gallon. Well, yeah. Well, what type of? Yeah. What's your style? What's your flow? It's like we don't have here anything less than $47. Now people know me. People think that I'm cheap, but I'm not cheap. I'm really not cheap.
Uh-huh.
$47. So, so I'm like, please, Brenna, show up, and she showed up. And so what was your assessment of what was your likelihood that I was going to buy a hat for there before you even showed up?
Yeah, no, because I already looked at the prices beforehand, and I was like, we're not gonna spend like $50 for a hat. Like, we're only gonna wear once. Like, I mean, we go to Stoney's all the time. I'll spend that money for cowboy boots because I know they'll get multiple use. But I never wear a hat in general. He never wears a hat in general. It literally would have been a one-time occasion hat.
Yeah, no, I did get the shoes from Savers, and I did get my shirt.
From
my
Savers.
And then I know Murph, our friend Murph, made a ranch joke that literally you ranch because I'm looking like I'm on the ranch. But anyway, besides that, um, I was like, okay. So it was, I can't believe it was so hard to find a 10-gallon hat. So then I was like, party store. I was like, all right, yeah, party store. I said people will get the cowboy hats from the party store. I'm thinking I'm going to go in there and get like a $10 hat. And I'm telling you, it was like an hour before the party. And so it was like this was it. It was like black. It had some shiny stuff on it. I looked at that price. It was $24.99, and I was like, oh god. It was like a buying a hat. It's like half the price of an actual hat. But the actual hats were like plastic. I mean, the $47 hats at the boot barn is like you can use it. You can use it up to drink a beer. You just you pour beers in there and drink out of it. That's how plastic it was. You might as well put silo on the side of it. It's like, and then the other hats were like $270 or whatever the
Instead
case
of
is.
a red solo cup, it's a brown solo cup.
I'm serious. It just used to do Irish car bombs with, nothing else. But we get to the party, right? And and then last year, don't you? One thing I hate about parties is what people talk about how good it was the year before, but you weren't there, right? So what was the food this year compared to last year?
So I guess last year it was Great Gatsby theme. They had like salmon, fish, chicken, like really good food. This year, because it's cowboy country, we get some barbecue food.
Was the
Like
barbecue food even there? Where's the barbecue? No, I think it was just fried chicken.
fried
Fried
chicken,
chicken.
fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, potato
Oh, yeah, I
salad,
guess you could say it's like food you would get at a barbecue. Yeah.
4th of July food.
I mean, it wasn't even ribs. If it one thing it wasn't even ribs. I was about to say, where was the ribs at? You said barbecue. I got left out. I was like, where's the ribs at?
No, there was no ribs. And then the pork, there was like that pork loin thing, but that was weird too.
It was no pork and it was no loin. I don't know what the hell it was.
I don't think I tried it.
What's the Stevie King thing you want to see? Something loin too?
Langoliers.
Langoliers. That's what I think we're eating Langoliers. That's what it was. I have no idea what the movie's about. But yeah, so it was that so that was the menu. It was like and then somebody was complaining about hot sauce and the chicken being in the wrong sides. Like you get the chicken first and then the hot sauce afterwards. I didn't know there was a hot sauce to chicken scenario. I don't, or was the hot sauce first then the chicken? I don't know. It was something
So
where it's
there was like a bottle of hot sauce before the chicken,
oh, okay. So,
and then the chicken, and then there
so,
was like a scoop of like
oh,
the red hot
so,
chicken.
so, yeah. So then you have to reach back and stuff, and but some people's arms are so big that it's hard to reach without slapping four people over. But I'm not gonna say. See, I knew it was gonna be dangerous going down this road. But anyway, so we go through. They have the music going. So we're on the dance floor. Do 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 do, and then doing the stupid dun 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 dun. All right, so we get through all that shit, and oh, and then it was a pay for drinks bar, so you get like two shots. It was like $28. Yeah, that made my That was like you get that was about it. It's like and then Brenna said those dreaded words for her. She said, "Can I have another drink?" And as a husband, you're like, "Sure, babe. Let me go pay $12 to go get another drink." That was in my head. I didn't say it out loud. In real life, I was in my head. I was like, "Come on, woman, we're about to leave anyway." And out of my head, it's like,
But
"Here,
we
babe."
messed up anyways because we normally always bring our stuff
We
and
can't be telling people all that kind of stuff. We do not. We drink everything officially by the book. All right, so even though we gave all the secrets away about the cruise, we got to watch season 1. Okay. Um, where else to go with this? Oh, so we're about to leave, right? It was like okay, all the entertainment was dropping out. We was like, all right, it's time to go. It's time to roll. It's let's get out of here. And so then when you roll, you ever go where like you're at a place and by the time you're about to go, then you run into all the cool people. It's like, we're on our way out, and then we run into a co-worker who I never met, but
he
because
heard
this
plenty of
Steve,
stories of him.
yeah. And then we're just talking. I was like, man, this dude's pretty cool. And there it goes, right? Whole new night started just from there. It's like we were there for almost 2 hours, and we barely talked to anybody. We just sat at the table, and so now we're about to leave, and of course, party time, right? Oh, let's go to. Then it's like, well, I don't want to go home and everything. Then we talked to I was talking to my friend Marco, and he's at Stoney's, and we're like, oh, we're gonna go by Stoney's. All right, we go to Stoney's. So then all of us just end up going to Stoney's. It was just like we end up going to Stoney's, but before we can make it to Stoney's, something happened with my dear Brenna. People who know her will not be shocked by what happened. Just saying that we were walking in the parking lot and I was talking to her, and then she was gone. She just disappeared. Where did you disappear to, man?
I disappeared to the ground.
And I'm telling you guys, it wasn't drinking. It was not. It was cold out. Oh, man, remember how cold it was?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
cold and it was windy, but it was just going through the streets, cross over to the parking lot. It's just.
Yeah, all of a sudden I was like doing the splits in the middle of the street. Like my boot just slid and I was like, help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
And I just kept walking. I was like, I turned back, and I was like, babe, and it's like, yeah, it helped you get up and stuff. Soda cans that we took was rolling down the rolling down the parking lot and stuff. Cars was like, and then was like the person that come up to like get out of the car to try to help pick you up, they were just like waiting. I was like, man, it's like no one even wants to help nobody anymore, man. But yeah, so we got you up, we got to the car and everything, but it's how you felt. It was. I still don't know because I didn't see it. So, but moving on from there. So then we go over to Stoney's. We meet up with Steven. This dude, Yeah. Wow, man. But we'll talk about it. I think he's going to be a guest of the show. He said he wants to be a guest of the show. And then our other friend Marco, who was there, who's like the dance machine. He's like the Stoney's dance machine, man. He was like not missing a step. We went on the stage and danced
Yeah,
with
we're like, oh, we'll copy you. And we're like, oh my God, we're lost.
them. Now I said, you go copy him, and then I'll watch you try to copy him and laugh my ass. Because he was like, Brenna was like, but she did better, man. You did better than I would have, man. At least you kept up with them somewhat.
Tried to.
Tried to, man. Every time he was doing a turn, you were. Don't you hate when you're doing the turn, doing the line dance, and then you're doing a turn, everyone's already done a turn, and they're already doing back another turn, and you still trying to. You're still in the first turn, and they already done the second
And
turn.
then it's like when you're watching, and then all of a sudden it's facing you, so you're like looking backwards, trying to copy everybody else.
Oh man, and so I can't believe how much how good he did. So, but Steve, he's a smaller guy, and he got in there and he was riding that bull good. He's like, "Woo," because they had the bull there, Stoney. So, I said, "F it." You know what? I'm gonna ride the bull. I did it once, a long time ago, probably like 10 years ago, stuff. But I tell you what, though, when I got on that bull 10 years ago, it was like, yeah. I tried to get on the bull this time around. It was like.
It went.
No, no, no,
Boom.
no, 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 no. Good thing, yeah. I'm just talking about getting under the bull to start with. It was work. I had to like climb up. I was hoping, I had to got the little pegs and ladders to try to help you. I needed the truck, like in the trucks, and to get the little step stool to go up again. It was like no, it was like you had to jump on it. Then, all right, now you go ahead and tell the second half of the story.
So then he finally gets on there, and then they rock it, and he went front flip off. But then you just bounced right back up and hopped right back on. You had to learn to get in the groove the first time, but you hopped right back
That's
on.
right. That's right. I you get tossed up. What can you get tossed up? I'm like, man, I ain't taking no bullshit. Literally. All right, guys, we're right at the 30-minute point. We still have to do a special dedication to my mom for her 80th. And we're going to do a little private video for people to see. Not for you guys. Sorry. But maybe if you do like, please show us your mom's dedication to us. Then we'll do it. You can find us at afromeetusjivewalker.com. I'm gonna put it there. That's our only site, and we're gonna do an advertisement commercial. I think too. What are we talking about? What are we gonna do on the show? That's when the gist starts to kick in. All right, it's been a long time since we did a show. We did one show, but I told her that no, if you see the show, we look like death because we weren't feeling like death when we did the show. But it is good, and so we're gonna say good night to everybody.
Good night. Love you all.
Miss you guys, and tune in and stay tuned in.
See you next year.
See you next year. Next year, we're gonna do a show tomorrow. What are you talking about?